Disclaimer: this video is created solely for informational purposes. Verify critical information from reliable sources. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to our channel, where books come alive on screen. Get ready for amazing wonders that inform, captivate, and spark your imagination. Join us in this literary journey where everything is an adventure. Alabama's Holman Correctional Facility, by Subject Soup. Early years and design. Holman Correctional Facility's inception in 1969 marked a critical expansion in Alabama's capacity to manage its increasing prison population. The design of the facility reflected the prevailing correctional philosophies of the time, emphasizing security and containment. The central corridor layout, with cells flanking either side, was intended to facilitate efficient surveillance and control of inmate movements, a necessary feature in a maximum security environment. Over the years, Holman's architecture, while functional, revealed limitations inherent in the design of prisons of its era. The close quarters and limited space often contributed to tensions among inmates and between inmates and staff. The design also made it challenging to implement modern correctional practices focused on rehabilitation and inmate engagement, a shift that was gradually taking place in the broader penal system. Despite these challenges, Holman played a crucial role in Alabama's correctional strategy. The facility's capacity to house a large number of inmates, including those deemed high risk, made it a cornerstone of the state's approach to incarceration. As such, it became a focal point for both the challenges and the changes in prison management and philosophy that would emerge in the decades following its construction. Death row and executions. Holman's distinction as the site of Alabama's male death row and execution chamber has placed it at the forefront of the state's, and indeed the nation's, capital punishment narrative. Housing death row inmates requires a level of security and management distinct from other prison populations. The psychological impact on both inmates and staff, given the nature of the sentences being carried out, has been a subject of considerable discussion and debate. The execution chamber at Holman has witnessed numerous executions over the decades. Each execution carried out at the facility has brought with it a flurry of media attention, legal scrutiny, and public debate. These events have often served as flashpoints in the ongoing national conversation about the death penalty, including issues of morality, legality, and the potential for judicial error. The presence of death row has also shaped the internal culture of Holman Correctional Facility. It has necessitated stringent security measures and protocols, impacting everything from daily routines to the allocation of resources. The existence of the execution chamber within the facility serves as a constant reminder of the gravest consequences of the criminal justice system affecting inmates, staff, and the broader community. Living conditions and management challenges. Holman's approach to inmate accommodation, particularly its use of open dormitory-style living quarters, was a departure from the norm for maximum security prisons. This setup was intended to foster a sense of community and potentially mitigate some of the adversarial dynamics often found in such facilities. However, managing a large, diverse population in such an environment posed significant challenges. The open dormitory style, while innovative, sometimes exacerbated tensions and security issues. Overcrowding, a common problem in many prisons, was particularly acute in these open spaces, leading to conflicts and complicating efforts to maintain order and safety. The layout also made it difficult to isolate problematic inmates or diffuse potentially volatile situations quickly. These challenges were starkly highlighted during incidents like the 2016 riot, which brought national attention to the conditions at Holman. The riot and other similar events underscored the difficulties of managing a high-security prison and sparked discussions about the need for reforms in prison management, inmate treatment, and overall approach to incarceration. Rehabilitation and education programs. In recent years, Holman Correctional Facility has placed an increased emphasis on rehabilitation and education programs for inmates. These initiatives represent a shift towards a more holistic approach to incarceration, recognizing that many inmates will eventually return to society. Educational programs, vocational training, and other rehabilitative services are seen as key to reducing recidivism and aiding reintegration. The educational programs at Holman offer inmates opportunities to complete their high school education or engage in higher education courses. These programs not only provide inmates with valuable skills and knowledge, but also serve as a constructive way to spend time and focus on personal development. For many inmates, these educational opportunities represent a path to a better life post-release. Vocational training programs are another critical component of Holman's rehabilitative efforts. These programs are designed to equip inmates with practical skills in various trades, such as carpentry, plumbing, and culinary arts. These skills not only enhance the inmate's employability upon release, but also contribute to a sense of accomplishment and self-worth, factors that are crucial for successful reintegration into society. Community impact. Holman Correctional Facility has a significant impact on the surrounding community, primarily through its role as a major employer in the Atmore area. The presence of the prison provides numerous jobs, ranging from correctional officers to administrative and support roles. This economic impact is vital for the local economy and shapes the relationship between the prison and the community. Beyond its economic impact, Holman also engages with the local community through various programs and initiatives. These may include community service projects, collaborations with local organizations, and events that aim to bridge the gap between the prison and the broader community. Such initiatives help to demystify the prison for the public and foster a more nuanced understanding of the correctional system. The prison's role in the community is not without its complexities. The presence of a maximum security facility and a death row in the vicinity can evoke mixed feelings among residents. While providing economic benefits, it also brings challenges, such as dealing with the social and moral implications of hosting a facility where executions take place. Controversies and reforms. Throughout its history, Holman Correctional Facility has been mired in various controversies, particularly regarding its role in capital punishment, as well as issues related to overcrowding, understaffing, and inmate treatment. These controversies have often served as catalysts for broader discussions and debates about prison reform, both within Alabama and nationally. The facility's handling of executions, including concerns about the methods used and the legal and ethical issues surrounding capital punishment, has been a significant source of controversy. These debates have often drawn attention to broader questions about the justice system, human rights, and the state's role in administering the death penalty. In response to these controversies, as well as incidents like the 2016 riot, there have been calls for reform at Holman. These calls have focused on improving living conditions, enhancing security and safety measures, and increasing staffing levels. There has also been a push for a more rehabilitative approach to incarceration, reflecting a growing consensus on the need for a more humane and effective correctional system. Looking to the future, as societal attitudes toward criminal justice and punishment continue to evolve, so too does the role of institutions like Holman Correctional Facility. The future of Holman will likely be shaped by ongoing debates about the role of prisons in society, the effectiveness of rehabilitation programs, and the moral and legal implications of the death penalty. Efforts to balance the need for security with the imperative of humane treatment are likely to continue. This balancing act involves not just physical infrastructure and policies, but also a cultural shift within the prison system towards recognizing the dignity and potential of every inmate. In conclusion, the history of Holman Correctional Facility is a complex tapestry that reflects the broader challenges, changes, and debates in the American penal system. Its evolution over the years, from a traditional maximum security prison to an institution grappling with modern challenges of rehabilitation, community impact, and ethical controversies, mirrors the ongoing evolution of societal views on justice, punishment, and rehabilitation. Thank you for diving into the world of words with us. If you had a blast exploring this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share the bookish love with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing adventures.